called Pilot Error. It focuses on an investigative reporter who is determined to find out why a jet disappears into the Atlantic Ocean, killing more than 200 people. Here's a little bit more from the movie.
Airplane with over 200 people on it sinks to the bottom of the Atlantic. The best search crews in the world can't find it, and you don't want to cover this story?
Well, we've already covered it with stories from the AP, the New York Times Wire Service, Reuters, Bloomberg.
I'm talking about details.
Now, the main character focuses on finding the cause of the missing plane. Here with us now is Roger Rappaport, a producer and co-screenwriter for the film. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
A big weekend coming up for Northeast Wisconsin for this premiere.
We're really excited about premiering the film here. We're going to be in Appleton on Monday night, and then we're going to be in Green Bay Wednesday night, and then on Thursday we're going to be in Oshkosh.
Love the guy from Office Space we just saw.
Right. He's a Wisconsin native from Menominee Falls, Richard Reilly.
And that's just it. This movie has so many Wisconsin ties to it.
Well, for one thing, it's set in Wisconsin,
That's right.
so you're going to see a lot of Wisconsin in the movie. The composer is from right here in Manitowoc and Appleton. Garth Neustadter, who went to Lawrence University, is going to be back introducing the score of the film.
Okay.
We also have a Madison pilot, Bob Hesselbein, who's a retired airline training pilot, who's going to talk about the accident that inspired the film, which is a French plane that was lost for 2 years, very much like the Malaysia Air.
Now, that's just it. Whenever I first saw the trailer, the first thing I initially thought was, oh, the missing Malaysian airline flight.
Well, you guys were first, right?
Yeah.
Well, we were editing the movie when the Malaysian plane was lost, and unfortunately it's still lost. And that's what our movie's about. It's about a French plane, which has been getting a lot of attention because that plane they did finally find after a 20-month search, and that's what our movie's about.
Why Wisconsin? Why Northeast Wisconsin for this locale?
Well, for one thing, one of our key producers, Tom Bolt, lives here. For another reason, the Marcus Company, which has been very supportive of this film, has a real strong connection to this area, and of course Garth being here. So there's a lot of reasons. The other reason is that Wisconsin is a very strong supporter of independent filmmaking, so we're delighted to be here.
That's just it. Some people don't necessarily think of this place for being a premier central location.
Actually, when it comes to aviation, this is the world
the hub.
capital
That's right, yeah.
of aviation in terms of the Air Venture Show in Oshkosh, and so that's one of the reasons we're here.
Got a chance you guys will make an appearance at EAA this summer?
We're planning on it. We're planning to be back for that. And we hope, of course, by then they'll have found that Malaysian plane. That'll be really good news.
Now, what do you think was the best thing about making this movie here in, Wisconsin?
Well, the greatest thing about Wisconsin, of course, is the locations, the diversity of locations, which you're going to see. A lot of Milwaukee, of course, Appleton is in the movie. The talent, Deb Staples, who plays a French television producer in the film, is one of our favorite actresses. She was just did a great job, and also the audiences are just wonderful. As you'll see, our chief technical consultant, and we work with pilots from all over the world, but our chief technical consultant lives in Madison, Bob Hesselbein, and he's going to be at all 6 talkbacks, answering all those questions you've always wanted to ask when it gets just a little rocky on the plane.
That's cool. One of those movies. I mean, it really like hits home. We've all been there before,
right.
So
this
something
is
we can all see.
Ask the pilot night. He's going to be any question you've got about your last flight.
My question is it too late for a little walk-on cameo? I did some acting in my day.
Not at all.
We're
hiring extras.
All right. Okay. All right. I'm there.
Perfect.
And character
See, he's
actors.
got it.
Thank you very much.
Well, for more information about the film, Pilot Error, and to see premiere dates and times for the theaters in Northeast Wisconsin, just visit our website, NBC26.com, and click on this story.